Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a GFX tutorial for you guys. It's gonna be the GFX from my thumbnail, so you probably recognize it. It's gonna be a simple GFX with only one prop and only one character. I hope you enjoyed this video, so without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so right now we're in the base plate from Roblox Studio. That's where you need to be. There's an explorer on the right side of the screen, and there's a toolbox on the left side of the screen. I'm just going to close them both because sometimes they don't show up at the same time. I'm going to close them with X. First a toolbox, so I can show you where it's under if it didn't show up exactly at the beginning. It's under Insert, under Home, and then you click Toolbox, and there you got them. The next one, the Explorer on the right side of the screen, I'm also going to close right now, and you're also going to need this or you're not going to be able to export your selection. I'm just going to close it. And it's under View, so it's 3 to the right from Home. And then it's at the total left of the screen. And you can also open it with Alt plus X. But I'm just going to click it right now. And there you go. You have it. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a plugin. It's Load Character. With this plugin, you can add any character you want, and it's kind of hard to download it, so I'm just going to set a link in the description where you can download it. So I'm going to click on it. Okay, I'm just going to do my own username, so you double click on it, and that's the easiest way to actually go and type in your text. And my username is slimpy2 but in Dutch 0, and that's because I don't have my username like my YouTube channel because I already made it before. So you're going to want to spawn R15 because then you have the hand, the upper arm, the lower arm all apart and that kind of stuff. And R6 gives you just the arm, the full arm and the hand in one thing. So that's harder to actually make a GFX with. You're also going to want to put on spawn at origin, so there's a little X inside of it, because then it's going to be in the middle of the base plate and so much easier to find. And now I'm just going to click spawn R15. And my computer is a little bit slow, so it's just going to spawn a little bit later. There you go, it's spawned. And now we can actually close the load character thing. Okay, and now how you move. You can move just by right-clicking your mouse. Then you can move around what you're seeing, but you can't move forward, sideways, or backwards. So you're going to use W to move forward, S to go backwards, and A to go left, and D to go right. When you use Shift and W or A or S or D, you're going faster than then you're going slower than you're going with just only the letter. So I'm just going to position my camera a bit how I want it to be, so I can easily edit it. Right now my character is a bit high from the ground. She's floating, I'm floating. So you're just going to select your character, and in the Explorer you're going to go to Home and click on Move. Then you're going to select the green thing and you're going to pull it down, so your character is going to go just a little bit more down. So I'm just going to add a prop right now, and you have like the regular catalog where you have all models, images, messages, audios, and plugins, and there you can search for like a heart or something. So you can search that, and then you're just going to get a lot of heart related stuff. You see heart shape, working realistic, heart spawn, heart fountain, heart shaped, and you can also search for something more specific like teddy bear. And then you're going to get a lot of teddy bears, but if you search like brown teddy bear, you're going to get brown teddy bears. You also have your own little catalog where you have like kind of downloaded models and audios and messages and plugins and images. And I also made some. I made all those Adopt Me pets myself because I like to use those in my GFXs. And I also have some other downloads from other users. And you also have just, as I just said, my images, my meshes, my audios, my packages, and my plugins, and just your models. So we're gonna go to the regular catalog, as I didn't download anything for this specific GFX. So I think I want like a little logo of Roblox Studio. So I'm just gonna type that in right now and gonna search for it. There are like a lot of options. You're getting like millions of options. I never really had that you can scroll down as far as you want. I always could keep on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I already had pretty much GFXs. So I'm really happy with that. And you see like also some other things that actually don't really are what I wanted, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna choose between Roblox Studio icon and Roblox Studio, so the right one and the left one. But I'm just gonna look a little bit better to see if I really want one of those, if I see any better ones, of course. So here you also have like some other things that aren't really Roblox Studio, like the Roblox Studio egg. That's not really what I was searching for, but I'm fine with it. It's okay. There are most options are actually what you're searching for, so I think that's okay then. And it's still Roblox Studio in its name, and it only didn't really look like Roblox Studio. So I think I'm actually gonna go for Roblox Studio icon. So I'm just gonna look one more time, and I think I'm just gonna go for it. So I'm gonna click it, and most of the times it doesn't spawn in the middle of the base plate. This time it did for me, and it's really big. I just want it a bit smaller, a little bit. So you can actually change the size, and what you wanna do is go under home. You're gonna click on scale in except for move, and then you're gonna use green, red, or blue to actually make it smaller. So you can make it like real small or real big. It can be bigger than that probably because it's already pretty big. So I'm just gonna do like a one, then just not the smallest to see if that's gonna be a good size for me. You can always make it bigger or smaller too. In Blender, it's just a little bit harder to make something smaller or bigger because you're gonna make it bigger, thinner, or yeah, just that, or longer or shorter, and then you have to do like with multiple options. So I think it's still too big, so I'm just going to scale one more time, one thing more smaller. I think that's the great size, the smallest one. You can also, as I just said, do it with blue or with green, but I always just use red. I also don't know why, but yeah, I just always do it. So I'm just going to place a little bit where I want it to be in the GFX because I want him that I hold him in my hand. So I think it's gonna be somewhere right over there. I'm just gonna, yes, I think that's it. And now you're gonna export your selections so you can actually put them into Blender. So you're gonna click left mouse click on the thing you want to export. Then you're gonna do right click. You're gonna do export selection, and then you're just gonna save it in whatever thing you want to save it. I'm just gonna save it in my main map where I always save them, and I'm just gonna name it so I can find it easy back. So I'm just gonna save it as Slimpy 2.0 plugin. I always put plugin afterwards. I also don't know why, but I just always do that. And then I'm just gonna save it. And you're gonna want to do the exact same thing with if you have any props or any other characters. So I'm just also gonna click left click and then right click on my mouse, and then I'm gonna do export selection again. So I'm just gonna save this one as Roblox Studio icon plugin, and make sure you also save it as an object model OPG and not as any other thing, but just object model. So don't change it because that's the automatic settings. And once I save it, I'm just a little bit curious if the Blender icon, they also have that in Roblox Studio. I don't think so. Oh, oops. I accidentally typed like Blender from just like a Blender. But I'm gonna type in Blender 2.79. Nope. Okay, so now you can just basically close your roll Roblox video, so I'm just gonna minimize it. So then you're gonna start up Blender. I have Blender right over here. You're gonna left click mouse, and then you have a little box, and you're just gonna click X, delete, and you're gonna change Blender render at the top of the screen to cycles render, and then you're gonna go all the way to the left top corner, and there's gonna be file. You're gonna click on it, go to import, wavefront OBG, and you're gonna click on it, and then you're just gonna select your plugins, things, selections, your character and your props. And once you click this, you need to make sure that you have OBG and not the MTL, because MTL is going to be pink and OBG is just going to be white. So you need the OBG, and you're going to click import OBG, and then it needs to load. It's right now white, but it is in the screen, so that's nice. Then you're going to do, if you have any more props or any more characters, you're going to do the exact same thing. So file, import, wavefront OBG. Just select the OBG again, not the MTL. I'm gonna do the Roblox icon, Roblox video icon. You see that's blue, but it still isn't blue when you render it. So there's a little snowball, and then you have rendered, material, texture, solid, wireframe, and bounding box. So you want to gonna select is material, and then you see it has its regular colors again. So now you have that, you need to move. It doesn't work the same as in Roblox Studio, but you gotta click Shift F. And then you can, with your mouse, with your finger, whatever you want to do with it, you can just look around you, but you still need to move with W, A, S, and D. So it just works the same, that kind of part from the movements works the same as in Roblox Studio. So I'm just gonna go forward, and when you want to go faster, you press Shift again. And in Roblox Studio is it you go slower when you press Shift, and in Blender you go faster when you use Shift. So you need to remind yourself about that. So yeah, you keep that in mind. And I'm just gonna position it in the front of my character so I can see what I'm doing. And I personally like the slow movement, so there's only the letters in Blender the most, and Roblox Studio, that's why I always use Shift then 2, because then I can just be a little bit more specific. So I think this is the right position, and you can select things. So basically what I now want to do is I want to move my arm, and I'm going to explain how you can actually how you can actually move things and select multiple things. So I'm going to click right click on one part. As you can see, you can just select one thing, and then when you press Shift and then click right click on another one, you're going to be able to select multiple things. So I'm going to select my lower arm and my hand right now. When I press Shift, I can select multiple things. Now I'm going to do the transformation. So I'm going to turn it up a bit, and you see you don't see anywhere where you can actually turn it with. So you're going to go left in the corner to the plus. I'm going to click it, and underneath tools there's going to be set origin is there going to be, and that's under edit. Then you're going to switch it to origin to geometry. As you can see right now, you can see it a lot easier. So I'm just going to turn it up a bit and that kind of stuff, and bring it back so it's looking great from the forward. And later I'll also just gonna do it from the sideways. I'm just gonna skip this for you guys, so you guys don't have to see me all struggling with this, because sometimes I do struggle. So I'm just gonna skip it. And yes, okay, there you go. So you guys didn't saw what all I did, but let's just figuring it out a bit. It's just playing with it. So as you can see, I also fixed it from the side, so it looks great on the side. Now I just want to move a little bit more with my hand. So my hands just gotta be a little bit more so I can really hold the Roblox Studio icon, of course. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna turn it up a bit. So how should I hold it? Should I hold it like that or a little bit more like it's laying on my hand? I think I'm just gonna really hold it and not like it's laying on my hand. That looks the most realistic way, I think, at least, when I just hold it. So I'm just gonna turn it up and I'm gonna turn it sideways. And as you can see, under global, the green thing doesn't work. So you're gonna click global and you're gonna click it to normal. And then what you want to do is you wanna use the blue or the green thing. The blue thing works under normal and global too, and the red thing only works under global and the green thing only under normal. So you have like view, gimbal, global, normal, and another one. I just don't know which one it is right now. As you can see, I always only use normal, global, and only normal and global, as I think that are the most easiest one. So I'm just gonna set this guy's view again. I'm just gonna skip it so you guys don't have to see this me doing this all the time, because I think you just gotta play with it and then one time you understand it. So you have like moving, you have turning, and you have skewing. So here you have like make it bigger, then make it longer, and make it thicker or something. So that's why I also think scaling is a lot easier in Roblox Studio. So I just skipped it for you guys. So I hope you don't mind that. I'm just gonna show you. I just did it with like normal, global, all that stuff. I turned it, I moved it. I also watched it from the side, so it looks great too there. I'm happy with it for now, but I just want to do like the left arm. So I'm also gonna skip it for you, so because it's very easy and I think you understand it for now. So I just skipped it. It sounds really weird to say, but I just skipped it for you. Now I'm actually gonna move the Roblox video thing into my hand. So I'm just gonna right click on it. I think this is all that I have to select. I'm just gonna watch it from the side to see, to be sure. Yes, I think so. Now I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna click set origin to geometry again. And I'm just gonna move it. Oh no. Okay, so there's the white part isn't selected yet. So I'm just gonna right click it. Then it's gonna go back. I'm gonna watch it from the side. Gonna hold shift. And then click a few times. I'm sure that I have everything. I'm just gonna move it back again. And what I'm then gonna do is probably gonna watch it from the side. So it's gonna be easier for me to see where to put it into my hand. So right now I'm just going to click set origin geometry and move it so it's going to be into my hand from the side way. How I think it's going to look weird from the side. I'm going to move it a little bit down, see where it looks the best. Move a bit more forward again. And I think it's great right now. So as you can see, from the front it already looks a lot different. So I'm just going to put it down a bit, put it to the side first, way a bit more, and let me think. There's one more thing that's wrong. I think I actually need to put this down a bit again, and maybe a little bit more sideways. Okay, so now I actually think that's it. I'm just gonna move my head a bit more, and I'll skip that for you guys. You're just gonna play with it. Let me look from the side. Yes, that's great. So there you go. My head is moved right now, and what I'm gonna do so you can see it a little bit better, I'm just gonna select something different. So now you need to go under view to camera. You're gonna click on view and you're gonna go to camera, and then it's just like a little YouTube thing. So you're gonna go under camera to dimensions, a little camera icon. You're gonna go to dimensions, and there's gonna be resolution. You're gonna set the resolution to 2000 by 2000. At least if you have a bad processor. So I have a little bit of an old computer, so I have a little bit of a bad processor, as it's a simple GFX with cycles render. And if you have a good processor with also cycles render, I would recommend with simple GFX 5000, which is like a little bit more advanced GFX with a room or background or something like that. I would recommend for a bad processor 1000 or 700 or something in between, and with a good processor I would recommend 3000 then. But I'll maybe make a later video on that. I'm just going to keep it 50 and all those other things. Then you're going to scroll down. You're going to go to underneath the film. There's going to be transparent. That will make your background transparent. You can also make it any other color, but I would just recommend transparent because then that's the easiest way that you're going to be able to actually get your GFX any color background later again. And I'm using it for my thumbnails, so I always like to use transparent. Now I'm gonna move the camera again as we were back at the same point where we started. Just with the Shift F, and I'm gonna move it where I want him to be when I'm gonna render it. Now we got there. You actually are gonna go underneath view. You're gonna go ahead and click camera again, and you want to move the light, the lamp. So basically what you want to do, you just want to put it wherever you want the light to come from. So I'm just going to move a little bit sideways, a little bit next to the camera. So you're going to use I'm going to use the red one, and then you're going to move it a bit so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing. You also need to put the light on. So you're going to go to the little word icon, and then underneath servers, there's going to be ambient occlusion. You're going to put that one on. You're going to click on the little plus icon right in the top there, and underneath shading there's going to be ambient occlusion too. You're also going to put that one on, and you can close it again, and then you're going to go back to the camera via view, and then you're going to go ahead and then you're going to click on the render and then render image. I'm just going to skip this for you guys because it says remaining time. It says it's going to take like a little small hour for me, and it's already being like 15 seconds working. So I'm going to skip this whole process for you because it's probably going to take a small hour for me. And by the way, I do want to tell you, I'll just leave all the links from where you can download the Load Character plugin from Already Pro, where you can download the old Blender 2.79, where you can download Roblox Studio, and some other handful links maybe. As you can see, it's right now at 1 minute rendering. So I'm gonna skip this because it's pretty boring to watch this. For you guys to watch this another hour. So for me, it will probably take another hour, but for you guys, I hope it's not. So you can also see at the top of the screen, it's already at 2%. So then you can just see how far it is, and sometimes the time's right and sometimes it's not. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so now it's fully rendered. As you can see, the remaining time actually lied. It wasn't speaking the truth because it actually took only 11 minutes 25.37. So basically, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out with the little Roblox Studio thingy and how it looks. And I'm also happy with how my head turned to the Roblox Studio icon. And I'm just happy with it. Once you're done and you're sure you want to save it, you're going to go to Image. You want to click at Save as Image, and you're going to select somewhere you want to save it. So I'm just going to save it underneath Thumbnails, and I'm going to save it as Thumbnail GFX Tutorial 2, I think. Sorry, my computer is very slow. Sometimes my keyboard doesn't work, so yeah, that's one of his times. So I just gotta make sure that it's gonna work again. Oh yes, there it goes. So GFX tutorial. I think I don't know how to write anymore. So terminal GFX tutorial 2, and I'm actually gonna save as image. And then you save it. Now you can just leave Blender and Roblox Studio, but you can click escape, and then you're gonna get back at the camera, and then this thing is really gonna go away. And then you can do like another angle if you want to, but I don't want it, I'm happy with it. So you can now change camera again or change the pose, whatever you want. This was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I did at least all recording, editing, and all that stuff. Make sure you leave a nice comment down below and give this video a big thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell button so you will get notified and will never miss a video from me. I love you guys. I hope I'll see you in my next video.